Rush, you've been there, you've done that, you've won a major in the past. So I want to ask you this: complexity for you. Is this a team that you can see yourself winning another major with? And if so, what needs to happen to make that possible?
I think more consistency in our results for sure. I think that we've shown that we can beat top teams, but we've also shown that we can lose to teams that are worse than us by a decent margin. So I think if we just be more consistent and just stick together and just garner that team play and that chemistry over time, because no team was made, like no like good team was made overnight, obviously, and we've been a team for maybe 6 months now, and I think that's actually pretty short in terms of like creating a dynasty or like a really strong team that can contend for majors. So I think it's still early days for us, but I'm happy with how we've played so far as a team.
And how is it for you? Because we know about the grind you guys are putting in. Is this one of the hardest working teams you've been on? And how does it compare to being on your other previous NA teams?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's particular. I mean, it's a different scenario, obviously, because I'm in Europe and I'm living out of a hotel and stuff like that. So it's definitely a lot of work put in. We're playing 6 days a week. We even play 6 days a week when we're in NA, but one off day a week. And even these days, with all the matches we're playing, we don't even have off days sometimes. So we're playing 7 days a week. So yeah, that pretty much means it's the hardest working team, because when I was on Cloud9 and Optic, we usually had 2 off days a week, which is kind of normal for a job. But I guess with our job, it's kind of like you want to give it your all day in, day out to be at the top of your game. So yeah, to answer your question, it is the hardest working team I've been on.
Now, you and Obo are obviously together at the moment while everyone else is back at their homes and there. What kind of things are you and Obo doing outside of just what you're doing in normal team practice and things like that? How are you keeping yourselves busy? Because it must be pretty wild, right? You're kind of just stuck in a hotel. You can't even go back home because of all this madness.
Honestly, not much besides Counter-Strike. Like these last 4 months, the only thing I've been doing is working out after prac, and I do that maybe 5-6 days a week, and do some cardio here and there. Not much though. More lifting weights, honestly, but yeah, I don't think we do much, because even like outside of practice, we have like individual routines that we have for each other. So most days, pretty much every day, is just Counter-Strike.
I love it. I'm never going to complain about someone lifting more weights, mate. That's for sure. Now, when it comes to what you're doing in the server, how are you feeling personally on your individual performance at the moment? Because we've seen this peak rush out there before and be amazing. Do you think you can get close back to that again?
I think with the role I'm given, it's definitely hard to shine as an individual player. But I think I give a lot to the team in terms of what I do with like my nades, my communication, just overall team play. I think I give a lot. And there are games when I can have a good individual performance, because certain maps I have better roles on, but most maps I have more of a support role. So I think it's hard to get back to that like level of what I was doing before in Optic, because that's more of like an edge fagger role. I was getting in there, and I still edge fag now when I have to, but it's few and far between as like it was before. So I think, yeah, I can give individual performances when I have the opportunity to, but it's harder these days, I think.
And how beneficial has this time in EU been for you guys as a team, do you think? Because you've had so much time out there now, and we're hearing from all these NA teams at the moment that they're struggling. They can't even choose good teams to fight because they're constantly competing against them in the actual tournaments.
Yeah, I think we made a good choice to stay here opposed to going back to North America, because in North America, they're practicing against each other, the same maps like all week, every day. So it's definitely like you kind of get into a mundane, like we're playing. I saw a tweet, I don't know who it was, but like maybe MFBR or someone played like Genji and Mirage like 5 times. One of those teams play each other the same map 5 times like in the week. That's like, you're not going to get better. You're going to like, if anything, when you finally play each other, you're going to be so anti-shadow, you're not even going to know what you're doing anymore, because you're just thinking about what they're doing so much. But yeah, here in Europe, we've improved a lot. I think we've improved a lot as a team and individuals, especially someone like Owen, who Obo, who's like used to playing in North America and NAFPL, right? So I think when he comes here and plays European practice all day, every day, he's going to like I feel like in the last like 3 months, he's probably improved more than he would have been like in a year in North America practice, right? So yeah, I think he's definitely getting a good gift. That's my opinion. Like I think North American NAFPL, NA practice, it's not like terrible, but European is just so much better that he's going to improve at a way faster rate here than he would have in that environment, in my opinion.
Super speed is progress. I love to hear it. Rush, thank you very much for your time, man. Good luck.
No worries. Thanks, man.